Yeah.
Hello, everybody. This is Michael Ray, and I'm here with Marjorie and Tamika.
Hello.
We are here for our monthly roundtable. We do these, and Marjorie, you can share the deck at any point here, but we do these once a month, and we try to just share some topics of interest for everybody. And the goal really is to just give you some, engaging, highly impactful information that involves your career and your life. We're hoping to just make things a little better for everybody. So we have some interesting topics. We're finishing our series on the top 10 questions. These were the top questions that came out of our survey and other information from 2024 as we were ramping up into 2025. So we got some interesting and diverse questions today, don't we, Marjorie?
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. And Tamika, I think you've previewed the questions. They're all over the board today, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
That's
how
correct.
are you today? How is the notary business? Before we get started.
It's
Right.
going good. It's really
It
going good.
it's
So,
good.
mm-hmm.
Picking up.
It's picking up. Yep.
Okay.
So that's a good thing. And I know a lot of signing service or title companies are saying that they're experiencing more reverse mortgages coming up
More
and
reverse mortgages. Okay.
refinances.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, both of those good for our graduates, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Very much so. Great. And interest rates is driving that, or maybe a little consumer confidence. What do you think?
I believe it's the interest rates.
Yeah.
They specifically say, but I'm pretty sure it's the interest rates because I know they have gone down.
Mhm.
So anything going down is better.
They are definitely inching down. And then we're also coming up on our summer season. It's
Right.
definitely seasonal, right? We get a
Mm-hmm.
little more activity over the summer. So,
Right.
hey everybody. So as you're logging in to our call, we're gonna get started with some content right away. But if you would say hello to everybody and maybe indicate where you're from, so we can find out if anybody's from the same town as you and or us. We'd love to talk to you. So the other thing we want to do today, as we're dealing with this, we've got some interesting topics. A couple of them we'd love your input on as we're talking about them. So please feel free, throw some stuff in the chat. We'd love to hear from you. And oh, Jennifer is from Monterey, California. Jennifer, I love Monterey. I went to the Defense Language Institute a long, long time ago, right there in Monterey. I don't even know if it's still there, but and Layla from Maricopa. We're neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
We're neighbors, Layla. I'm from Maricopa as well, right up here in Peoria, or Maricopa County, anyway. So now, oh, DLI is still there. All of my instructors are probably long gone, but that's nice to know it's still there. So anyway, with that, why don't we kick it off? Marjorie, what do you think? What's our first question today?
All right. Our first question. What are the most effective ways to market my notary services and build a strong professional network?
Awesome. Okay. I think we've got lots of ideas on this.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get into the fun answers, I just want to say that Notary2Pro's perspective is first, be good at your job, right? Know your skills, learn how to actually do loan signings, be able to deliver error-free signings, and your network and your reputation and all of your marketing efforts grow out of that. Tamika, would you agree with that perspective?
I would definitely agree. You have to really know your notary and state laws.
And what?
Your state laws.
And your state laws. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Very important. You can be a genius at marketing. And Tamika, I kind of think I don't know if you're a genius at marketing, but you're pretty good at marketing, right? But
I
it's
like
all built on a foundation, right? Of
right.
people trusting you, trusting your skills. So
Mm-hmm.
nice. Okay, so what are some of our ideas
All right.
on this? We've got some crazy ideas. Let's see if any of them resonate with anybody. What are some of these ideas, Marjorie?
Okay, first for title companies, escrow, mortgage brokers, attorneys, and banks.
Okay. So a signing essentials kit to give people. I don't know. That could work.
Mm-hmm.
What would do you ever do this, Tamika? Drop off a signing essentials kit? I like the
Yes.
mint.
Yes, I did that at the beginning, but then I kind of stopped doing that and I just did like a welcome packet. I did a packet.
A
So like the
welcome pack.
packet, yeah, so it consists of my notary resume,
Mm-hmm.
my background check, my commission, and my E&O insurance. And then kind of like a
All
con,
business.
yes, all business.
All business. Okay. So you don't throw anything fun in there, like a
I
pet.
did. I did.
Yeah.
But you just have to like, but you don't have to go like expensive and all out.
Yeah.
So yeah, but the thing is, the reason why I stopped doing that is because I'm in Georgia, of course, and that's an attorney
Yeah.
state. So that was like really wasn't beneficial to me.
It
So
wasn't.
I
Mhm.
just did the business folder.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I've talked to so many people. When I first started in sales a long time ago, it was really common to bring food and other goodies to an office, and you kind of hate to say it, but you kind of bribe your way in a little bit with that stuff. And everybody's telling me, no, 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 we don't do that anymore. It's all business. But I'm going to tell you, I think mints are a great idea because if you're sitting across the table from somebody doing a signing, a mint is a nice thing for them to have, don't you think?
Yeah. And usually, like
Okay.
at the title companies, they'll have like a bowl of candy there anyway.
Yeah.
So
Fresh breath is always good too. So okay. I don't I wonder about coffee and closings to do a pop-up. Or have you ever tried that, Tamika, or talk to folks who think that that's a good idea to do a little pop-up?
I do think that's different and creative. I do think that that would be beneficial
Yeah.
because you pop up stuff like that does draw a lot of attention. And just because of the different experience and it's something kind of new, people tend to
Mhm.
show up and try it out. So I do think that that
Yeah.
would be a great idea.
Yeah. I just did a signing with a friend. I didn't do it for money. I did it for a friend at my church. My church has a very well-known coffee shop attached to it. And I couldn't believe how much attention that generated. Just doing a
Mm-hmm.
signing in a public space. People were like, "Oh, you're a notary, you do that? We should have you come back. You could do this for everybody." I'm like, so yeah, I definitely think that's a strong way of building community and being out in public, getting to know people and getting your name associated with being a notary and somebody that people would like to work with on something like that.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the other ideas, Marjorie?
Okay. For real
Uh,
estate professionals.
and by the way, I'd love to ask our audience, do any of the things that we just covered resonate with you? Have you tried any of these things? Are these good ideas or things that maybe you've tried and didn't like? Share with all of us. We'd very much appreciate it. Sorry, Marjorie, go ahead.
All right. Offer free notarizations for their team on simple docs.
Hmm.
Listing launch, gift packs with a handwritten note wishing fast closings. Co-host open house events with
Mhm.
snacks, giveaways, and the quick reference sheet for common signing issues and lead copies at the real estate offices.
Hmm. Hmm.
Those
Tamika,
are
any
good.
of these sound interesting or difficult or good to you particularly?
I think all of them are good. They're new ideas
Yeah.
because so that's a great thing because they're new ideas. And then the offer free notarizations, that does come in handy. Because I know I have a friend who she does free notaries for veterans on Wednesdays, like one Wednesday a month or something.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah. So she'll even get calls from that because there somebody will say, well, you were here, and so they'll just like call her just to get work notarizations done. So
Mhm.
that does come in handy, and you can make yourself known like at a school, like or different places like that. Yep.
Yeah. A school, real estate offices,
Hmm.
church,
Yeah.
uh,
Hmm.
any of those things. What's your take on free notarizations? I mean, some people would argue, I know you said that it works for your colleague or your friend, but some people would say never give your stuff away for free, right? It makes it less valuable, but you feel like it builds some trust and community?
I definitely feel like it builds trust because like people tend to work with people who they trust,
Hmm.
and if they know that you do put yourself out there like that, that you offer services, that you're
Hmm.
giving back, they tend more to work with you then. If they see you
Hmm.
out there active, giving back, and that's a form of trust. So I
Yeah.
think that is really helpful to build your company, build your
Yeah.
brand.
Wonderful. And we're talking about simple documents, right? General notary
Right.
work. We're not going to do a free loan signing or something, but great.
Right.
Wonderful. Oh, Jennifer says she does free notarizations on National Notary Day in a partnership with the local library. Awesome.
That's a good
That's
idea.
great. That's a great way to put yourself out there and everything. You know what?
Hmm.
I love this last bullet point a lot. Create a quick reference sheet for common signing issues and leave those copies at real estate offices. And you could even turn that into, here's how I manage common signing issues, right? And maybe we should actually create something like that for our students. If that interests you, audience, let us know, because maybe we'll put that out there as a follow-up to this. We can turn this into a little marketing sheet that you can hand out. Here's how I manage through and prevent common signing issues. Do you think that'd be
Right.
useful?
I think it'll be very useful because businesses are always looking for like solutions to help them or to
Mm-hmm.
streamline their process. So if you can offer them a solution or show them how you can
Yeah.
accommodate them, that would be great.
And just in very simple, clean kind of terms, right? But feel free to adopt any of these. We hope it's useful for everybody. So what next, Marjorie?
Right. Business and community events, attend
Ah,
chamber commerce, sponsor a raffle prize or giveaway at local
hmm.
business, lunch and learn sessions at co-working spaces, set up a free Ask a Notary table at a library,
Oh,
or
Jennifer beat us to that. She's got a relationship with the local library. So there we go.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
and lastly, collaborate with local businesses.
Yeah. Okay. Like, what businesses do you target, Tamika, in your networking and community events? Is there a particular class of business that you're focused on?
So I've done car dealerships. They
Hmm.
use me often, and I also have done a few 55 plus communities. The
Ah, okay.
So they often use notaries, and
Hmm.
yeah, there and then they also like let you go and speak because they have like community meetings and stuff, so you can go speak. So that is a good way to get your name out there. So you don't
Oh,
have
really?
yeah, you don't have to put on like a big presentation. You could just do a quick, 20, 30-minute talk and explain your services and the type of documents that you sign. And especially like with the 55 plus community, you really can drill in on like estate planning. And that
Hmm.
makes
Hmm.
people start thinking about that. And then they call you when they need it.
Wonderful. Okay. Uh, I think we have to be careful. My only caution with these, and these are great brainstorming, is how much money do you want to spend on an event like or doing something like this, Tamika? What do you Do you have a budget sometimes when you're thinking about how to promote your services?
Well, usually my budget is I try to do like a signing, however much I do get for a signing, I may use that amount
Mhm.
for an event. Or but I try not to do more than like my however I make like two if I do two for the price I make for two signings, that is
Yeah.
like my marketing budget. So
Okay.
I don't
All right.
pay
So
like two things.
so if if two signings generate well, I guess a loan signing would generate significantly more, but let's suppose general notary work, two signings might generate $100, right? You're not going to
Mhm.
spend more than $100 on an event like this.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And obviously free's the best, right?
Right. Because a lot of
Okay.
have to spend that because you can get like flyers made with your
Uh-huh.
information brochures, and you'll have like you get 100 or 500 or 250 at a time, so you're not going to
Yeah.
use all of them at one event. So
Hmm.
sometimes you might not even have to buy more material.
Yeah. Yeah. A flyer is a great thing to just use over and over again. Wonderful.
Hmm.
All right, Marjorie, what do we got next?
All right. Oh, we've got a message from Layla.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
So she
target.
targets,
Go ahead. Sorry.
okay, she targets real estate brokerages, join in-person real estate broker office meetings, usually once in a month, in person or can be online, or meet real estate agents and even loan officers and title companies through these meetups. Call a local broker and ask to join. It doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah, I think that's great advice, Layla. Great advice for everybody. And it helps if you have something to contribute. We were talking earlier about common signing issues and how to prevent them. If you can explain that to people, it gives them a sense of confidence that you know what you're doing and you're there to help them, and they appreciate that. So wonderful advice.
All right. Next is unexpected drop-by spots. Car
Hmm.
dealerships, funeral homes, senior centers or retirement communities,
Yeah.
schools or PTAs, and veterinarian offices.
Yeah. I never thought about a veterinarian office, but
Me.
I don't know. I guess it could work. Uh, yeah. Okay. And is that it for our marketing? I thought we had some more stuff. What did we have?
For local service businesses.
Oh, okay. Local service businesses. Yep.
Yeah,
Um,
mhm.
go ahead.
Partner with tax preparers, accountants, or insurance agents for cross referrals.
Uh-huh.
Collaborate with mobile fingerprinting services.
Mm-hmm.
Leave shores or coupons with shipping centers, or offer a notary day once a month at salons, barbershops, or gyms. Bring treats and cards.
Mm-hmm. I love some of these ideas. You would never think to do this at your gym, but I watch our gym and there's several hundred people that go through there in an afternoon. If you could set up a desk or a little table, notary questions at the gym, I bet it would result in a lot of work.
Yeah.
You have to be careful with the treats at the gym though, don't you? So
And
yeah,
bring some protein bars or something.
yeah. I definitely think finding people with affinity types of services is really valuable, right? So if somebody does fingerprinting, if you don't do fingerprinting, that's a great complementary service. Certainly insurance agents, tax people, accountants, attorneys, and in your state, Tamika, attorneys are critical, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I even do notarizations for attorneys when they do closings.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes they have an attorney affidavit notarized by another notary. So I do those. Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay. All right. I think we have some other topics, unless we missed anything. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I forgot about these. I love the intro video.
Mhm.
I don't know, Tamika, if you've done that, but because you're very video friendly, you've done videos before. Have you done a little intro that people can scan and see?
I have not done that for notary, which I do want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was in real estate, I did do that. So I had
Yeah.
like an video to my emails. So, but I do want to implement that in the notary space. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
very helpful because it gets people comfortable with you. And also, um, when I did like marketing for notary, I sent out like
Mm-hmm.
flyers to businesses. And a lady told me that she called me opposed to other people because I had a picture and
Mm-hmm.
so I think that that really does help when you
Well,
become present.
yeah, you look super friendly and you look like somebody who's easy to get along with, right? So that matters a
Mhm.
lot, right?
Yeah.
And you look well presentable, put together, so it gives confidence. But yeah, video is a great thing, and these days it's so inexpensive to do a quick video and put it on YouTube, and you can even attach a QR code to that video so that if somebody scans that QR code, it'll pop up that YouTube video.
Mhm.
Um, I think some of these things are really cool. It can be a really big investment. For example, a newsletter, great idea. I think it's an investment in your time and in some resources to be able to do that. As an individual notary, it's sometimes hard unless you're one of those folks that really has the skills yourself to be able to produce that. I don't know if Tamika, if you think differently.
Well, I usually do a monthly I don't know if I would call it a newsletter, but it's an
Uh-huh.
email. I send out an email to all my contacts every month. And I just go
Uh-huh.
over like highlight a few things. It's probably like a half a sheet of paper long. So I don't know if
Okay.
it's a newsletter, but yeah, I do that digitally, basically send out emails. So
Hmm.
that just costs time. And then you can also use like AI or Copilot, ChatGPT to help you out with that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you provide some outline of what you want to say, and then yeah, sure, ChatGPT or can help you draft it or make sure it's all polished and ready. Yeah.
And
Great.
I just send that out once a month through email. So I don't have to worry about printing and shipping.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Great. How many people does that go out to, Tamika?
Um, well, I think I probably have about like 200, a little over, probably like 220 contacts in my
Oh.
CRM.
So those are people you regularly work with, then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Okay. Folks, let us know if you're listening in on this, if any of these ideas stood out to you as something worthwhile, or I mean, even if you take one thing away from this discussion, it's to get creative, and hopefully there was something here that you can use, take away, and try at home. Who knows?
Yeah,
Let
I
us
really
know
like
also if it works.
yeah, I really like that these are new, fresh ideas. So you don't see a lot of people doing these right
Hmm.
now. So it's a good time to like jump on these ideas.
Yeah. I mean, the key with marketing is to try new things and measure, see if they work, and if they work, do some more. So
Mhm.
cool. What's our next topic, Marjorie? Well,
Question number 8.
Ah, we keep talking about this one, and I need to have our friends at these two companies come back onto the call. But remind me, Tamika, which apps are you using for your notary business and
I
appointments?
use Notary Gadget.
Notary Gadget. Okay.
Mhm.
And we have Notary Gadget here. The other one that folks love to use is Notary Assist, right? So we've attached those URLs here. Um, what do you really like about Notary Gadget, Tamika?
I love the simple interface. So it's really
Mhm.
simple to follow. And I like that it tracks the mileage. You can make a custom route. So if you have to stop somewhere for the signing,
Mhm.
you can make your you can do your tax. It basically it does breaks down everything for like tax purposes.
Mhm.
You can send out text reminders or text messages through there. So, and then it also provides like the county. When you put in the address, it'll tell you the county. So that's like, I found that really, really helpful.
Really
Um,
helpful.
mm-hmm. And yeah, it syncs to your Google Calendar.
Mhm.
So that's a plus. Yeah, I like everything about
Oh,
Notary
that's
Gang.
great. That's wonderful. Can we go forward, Marjorie, one more page? Because I'll throw some throw some compliments to Notary Assist as well. They do some not they're very different. I mean, they're similar in some of their functions. We would encourage anybody who's thinking about doing one of these apps to review it, take a look. Also, talk to your friends and colleagues and see what you prefer. But both really great in terms of scheduling, some reminders, processing payments, I think managing your calendar, uh, Tamika, that's got to be just one of the biggest things around
Yeah,
work is scheduling all these appointments and making sure you're on time and you've built in drive time and all of that, right?
yep. I really heavily depend on Notary Gadget and the fact that
Mm-hmm.
it syncs to my calendar. And also I like that once you receive like an order, you can
Mm-hmm.
send it on Notary Gadget and it automatically, imports
Mm-hmm.
in there. So that's really helpful. So I usually
Yeah.
just recommend for them have the free trial. So I
Mm-hmm.
would say basically give it a try to see which one that
Yeah.
works best for you.
Yeah. Great. Yeah. Can we go? I think there was a few other things. If we go back, Marjorie, a
Oh,
couple
yes.
slides.
This one?
Y- Yeah, I think that's really the nutshell is, when we look at the notary business, and by the way, sometimes we get students, Tamika, right, who ask, well, which one should I enroll in? I'm a new notary. Which one should I do? Or
Mhm.
should I do this at all, right? And we kind of encourage people to make sure that they actually have a viable notary business first, right? Don't jump into this immediately unless you know you're going to get some work, right? Because some people try it out and they're not necessarily busy enough. But once you know you have a viable notary business, I think it's definitely worth enrolling in one of these tools. Just the
Right.
tax and compliance alone, and you mentioned mileage, that could be just overwhelming, right?
Hmm.
Without these sort of tools, don't you think?
Yeah. And it really, really simplifies it for you.
Yeah. And you don't have to be a technical genius to put your stuff on here, right?
Right. Right.
Yeah. Okay. Great. I wonder if there's any questions from the audience on these digital platforms. And uh, guys, tell us the truth. I'd love to have Notary Assist and Notary Gadget back on here. We've had them before, but maybe we should have them on in the future. Let us know in the chat or in an email whether you think that'd be useful for you. We probably could have done a survey to see who
Mhm.
uses one or both of these. So anyway, Marjorie, where are we in time?
Mhm.
Okay, I think it's now 30
Oh,
minutes.
okay. And we didn't even get to the rescission rules.
Yes, that's right.
Oh boy. Well, Folks, I know we're kind of cutting this off very short, but for us, it's really important. We know your time is super valuable. And so we limit these things to 30 minutes just so we can make sure that you're comfortable with attending this and then getting on with your day. So we have a couple follow-ups from this one. I think we're going to think about scheduling either Notary Assist and Notary Gadget. I think we're also going to develop a template for this kind of common notary issues and solutions to share with your clients. We'll make it something you can personalize, put your own name and logo on it, maybe change it up, and we'll circulate it out to everybody as just a thank you for joining us for this. If you have ideas for future roundtables, will you please send us a note? Contact us at Notary2Pro.com. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear your suggestions about what's important to you that we can focus on in future calls. And also, if you're interested in being a guest, we'd love to have you think about that. So just shoot us a note, and we are very grateful that you've all joined us and are part of our community. So, and Tamika, thank you so much for your wisdom and your insight.
Of course, not a problem.
And Marjorie, we appreciate you organizing this whole show for us. So thank you.
Oh, they're asking if they could have a presentation for Notary Gadget.
Yeah, I think that'd be a great idea. Thank you for the suggestion. Oh, we got a couple people looking for Notary Gadget. We'll definitely get that back up. I also see a question on a copy of this recording. We do post a copy of the recording online. Give us a little time. We're a small business, so it takes about a week to get our guy to process the recording and then get it out on the website. But we definitely will get this out for you. So thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful day.
Hello, I'm Michael Ray, CEO of Notary2Pro. Thanks for joining us for this webinar. Be sure to see our website, Notary2Pro.com, for more information and resources. Also, don't forget to sign up with us there for great additional updates, news, and tools. Notary2Pro is the most respected professional signing agent course in the United States. Founded by Carol Ray in 2009, Notary2Pro has trained more than 10,000 notaries to become professional signing agents. Our graduates are preferred by more signing agencies because only Notary2Pro enables notaries to practice error-free signings. Thanks again, and see you next time.